Hello everyone, welcome back to Testimonial Reader. Today, the title is Satanic Strongholds. As Bible-believing Christians, there are certain things with which we should never be involved. Mind-altering, drugs, tobacco, alcohol, and any other addictive substance. Consultation with fortune tellers, torch card, horoscope, hypnosis, seance, Ouija boards, skull and bones, crossbones, emblems on our clothes. Any activities of the occult world are completely off limits for professing followers of Christ. It's alarming that even in Adventist circle, Satan has been bringing in his innocent-looking amusements of darkness by the train load. Whether it's enjoying movies or books featuring magic, spiritualism, mysticism, science fiction, witches, vampires, murder mysteries, and more, or participating in Halloween, the high day of worship for the entire occult world, Satan does not care, just as long as he has us. We must remember that anything that glorifies sin or plays with spiritual power aside from God, no matter how attractive or innocent Hollywood has made it appear, is to be avoided at all costs. This means that books, movies, or television shows such as Harry Potter series, Star Wars, Charm, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel, and many others like these shouldn't even be in our homes, let alone playing on our television screens. Neither should rock and roll, heavy metal, or any other of these satanical inspired cousins be played from our radios or CD players. For these styles are for a trademarked music of darkness. The Bible tells us that there is to be no fellowship between light and darkness. If any of this darkness is a part of our lives, not only do we have a serious breach, but our walls are crumbling and we must go running to Jesus Christ and plead for Him to change us if we hope to be saved. A few years back, a friend of mine was traveling as a missionary in South America. To pass the time as he bounced over the mountain roads on a public bus, he asked the stranger sitting next to him what he did for a living. The man replied, "I am a witch doctor. I cast spell on people, I make people sick, and I also make people well. I make people get rich, and I can also send them a curse where they will lose all their riches." He continued boastfully, "If you want, I could cause a spell and make your wife leave you, and I could bring you the woman of your dreams." "Oh no, you couldn't cast a spell on my household," David responded firmly. "Yes, I could," the witch doctor countered. "No, you couldn't," David stood his ground. "Let me ask you some questions," the witch doctor insisted. "Okay, fine, go ahead. Do you ever view pornography? No. Do you ever watch magic or movies having to do with the occult? No. Do you ever watch soap operas? No, never. Do you read worldly magazine like?" And he named a few common to the region. "Not a chance." "Do you ever listen to rock and roll?" And he named some other worldly music styles common to the region. "Nope." David began to grin, as he could tell where this conversation was leading. After the witch doctor had exhausted his list, he looked at David with a new respect. "You are right. I can't touch you or your family. But the moment you take part in any of these activities, I can exercise all the power in the world over you. Whether we live in a South American jungle, in a village in Africa, or in a bustling city of Europe or North America, the devil's power and the devil's presence is very real. And all he needs is a little foothold of sin to sneak into our domains and work havoc in our lives. While his tools are Meta's operation may vary slightly from place to place, his tactics are always the same. He's looking for a breach in our walls. He's looking for a way to get in and tear our walls down. And it doesn't take much for him to be successful. Inspiration caution us. Satan will shape circumstances that unless we are kept by divine power, these circumstances will almost imperceptibly weaken the fortifications of the soul. That's why we must cling to God's power to fortify our walls and make them strong. We cannot stand against the attacks of the enemy alone.